So this is a video explaining how to close a month end. I will send a document round with any key or crucial dates. What's important is that we must remember that when we're changing systems, these crucial dates we had in the old 6.1 don't really apply. And for instance, the main thing to do at the end of the month in the new system is the generation of management fees invoices for contractors. Now, if you leave this till the end of the month, which you can do, you can actually carry it out after you've opened the new month. So although we're now closing February, it's now the start of March. We have, of course, invoiced for March, so there is no conflict here. You can quite safely send your client, if you're happy with your client invoices, you can quite safely send them on the 1st of the month. This will not interfere with the closing of the previous month, so you don't need to do it in that order. And also, the thing we're doing now, which we'll start with, is the generation of management fees invoices. So therefore, there's one management fees sales order per client. So if you have 1,000 clients, you've got 1,000 sales orders for fees, and the system will consolidate those and put them onto one invoice. But it does not have to be only one. So, for example, if the end of the month is maybe it's a Friday and you've still got a couple of days to go, but you're actually going to do the work on Monday, then you can quite safely generate the fees invoices during that month. Even if it's like towards the very end of February, we could have done that. Then all we have to do is to make sure if there have been any others, just generate them again. It will just pick up the ones that you've missed in the first couple of days, and then some contractors might get 2 invoices instead of 1 for the fees, but that's not a problem at all. So you don't need to leave all of it to the very, very end. So first of all, what we're going to do now is we're going to look for management fees invoices. And that appears just where we do Janice. So because we have fees for, can you see here, these are fees for the invoices that were generated in March. We don't need those until the beginning of April, but we have a filter. So contractor fees from last month. So these are the contractor fees invoices for last month. I like to sometimes just group them by customer to make sure they are all contractors that we recognize. We run more than one company here, so I just want to make sure that everything's in the right order. This does look good to me. This is just a small Norwich business we've got running, and it even gives you the total, so you can see that looks sort of normal. So when we're quite happy, we've got a list of fees that belong in February. You can see all the dates are here. These expected dates are of no relevance. You'll note that it's actually the current date of time. So we want to highlight them all just by clicking this little box. Doesn't matter how many pages you have, that will be the same. Action. So what it's going to do now, it's going to go through all the orders, put them into contractor order. So there's Ophelia. So she'll get one invoice with all those on it. Create the invoices. In a larger system, this takes some time. It's quite quick in this system here. So this is something you can well do a couple of days beforehand and then just mop the other ones up at the end. We will take the trouble now of having a look at them and confirming them. So this is normal. These are normal customer invoices. So as you can see, they're still draft. We're just going to confirm those. And when these are done, then we're ready to close the month. So we're going to the loan. You can see these are the loans that have been run in the previous months. And we're going to generate a new loan. It will create a new loan for, we generate loan details here. now running through. We just refresh the screen to get the new line. It's there now. So this has picked up the contractors, all contractors with or without loans. It's going to show you what it plans to pay. It would show any loan postings that have existed. If you want to find some detail, if you click on any of these line items, like this is CNS cleaning, if I just click anywhere on this line, you get this information tab. This says that he hasn't bought any contracts. There's no contract sales invoices this month. He doesn't have a loan. And it shows you each of the jobs that has been invoiced and the fees accordingly. So you can see from here how all this is made up. And you can also print the actual paperwork in advance if you want to have a look at it, what it looks like on the paperwork. So if we confirm this, this is what he will receive. So I think we're happy with all that. It's the sort of figures we expect to see. There are no anomalies here, no extra postings to do. Are you sure you want to confirm? Once you have confirmed, that's it. So it's important that we are sure. One thing I just wanted to point out to you, this loan module can only be run after the end of the month. So you can do the management fees, you can even generate invoices. You can if you have a lot, you could generate them mid-month and then do another run and just pick up the ones for all the one-offs and things you've done towards the end of the month. If it generates 2 or 3 for any one contractor, they will all be taken into account and he'll get a copy of those 2 or 3 invoices. But please note that this date can be any date 1 month after there. So for the month of February, we must run this report during the month March. But it could be the day before the end of March, so I don't suppose the contractors will be very happy with that. So I think we're ready with this. So we click confirm. Are you sure you want to confirm? I am sure I want to confirm. It's now going to confirm those details, raise the postings. You can see now it's moved to confirm. It's now joined all the others. And what it has also done, if we have a look at the payments, vendor payments, it has created 5 payments for everybody. We're happy with those. So again, we just select them all. Confirm payments. So they've all been done. And if you needed to send the paperwork, I don't want to do that today because we're just doing something with them on Monday, then from the list, we also have another option, send receipts by email, and that will send a copy of that report we saw printed on the loan module with a payment slip advising how much money has been banked. And that's it. That's how you close the month. But I'll send a piece of paper around with some dates. Please speak to us to make sure that you change your workflow because it's less strict on dates than the current 6.1. There aren't any traps that I'm aware of, although no doubt we'll probably find one. If you have to do any postings in March, for instance, obviously the old rule applies. You must make sure you always get a chance to change the date if you create a new sales order or a new invoice. So if you want something to be taken into account in February before you've closed, then you can raise it in March and just change that date. So, and we can check then, you can make sure that if that date has February in it and the loan report has not yet run, it will be taken into account. And that's it.